We've done it. We've created the greatest villain of all for all Spidey, Mysterio.
Who or what is he?
What's this? Spider-Man turning to crime.
You're in for a real shock.
New York at night, the city pulses beneath a velvet sky, and the headlines scream of danger and deception. Spider-Man, the menace of Mysterio. The question hangs over the streets like a threat. Can we believe our eyes? Has the amazing Spider-Man truly turned to crime? The editors promise a gripping tale of the unexpected, brought to you by Stan Lee and Steve Ditko. And before long, you're about to meet a startlingly different breed of arch-villain. Expect the unexpected when you see Mysterio. New York at night shudders under the lash of a summer storm, thunder rolling above the skyscrapers. In the wet glow of the city, panic erupts on the streets below.
Help, police, I've been robbed. There he goes, he's getting away.
Did you recognize him?
Of course, it was Spider-Man. Nobody else can leap or climb sheer walls like that.
Above the chaos, the masked figure dances over the rooftops, all speed and swagger against the storm. The watchmen barely have time to look up before he strikes.
Watchmen on the roof. Well, this'll take care of them.
Look out, he's tangling us up in that web of his.
Hurry, we've got to cut ourselves free.
Too late, he's getting away.
Seconds later, hidden by a slow-rolling fog spreading over the city, the colorful figure drifts silently to the ground. A makeshift parachute of thin, strong webbing carries him into the shadows.
He got away, but at least we know who it was. It was Spider-Man. We'll get him sooner or later.
But I never thought he'd really turn to crime.
The next day, New York wakes to a scandal, and the whole nation seems to be staring at the same headline. Spider-Man is wanted by police.
Spider-Man wanted by police.
On streets, in apartments, and in stores, the rumor spreads like wildfire. People who once cheered him now wonder if their hero has turned criminal.
It's unbelievable. Why would he do it?
He probably decided to cash in on all his superpowers, the crummy crook.
My children always admired him. This will be such a shock to them.
He must be nuts if he thinks he can get away with a one-man crime wave.
At the Daily Bugle, outrage becomes fuel for the city's loudest voice. Jonah Jameson is ready to put Spider-Man on trial in print.
Find all the old editorials I wrote accusing Spider-Man of being a menace. I want to reprint them now, so people can see how right I was.
I can't believe this of Spider-Man. I still remember how he once saved my life.
Across town, the doubt reaches Midtown High, where even his classmates are turning on him. In the middle of the chatter, Peter Parker sits alone with a nightmare he can't explain.
Spider-Man sure had all of us fooled. When I think how we made a hero of him, what fools we were.
Knock it off, Flash. He's guilty and you know it.
And now, at last, we look in on Spider-Man himself, Peter Parker, teenage student trapped inside his own impossible crisis. The evidence is crushing, and the truth is slipping through his fingers.
This is impossible, it's insane. I know I didn't commit that crime. Those witnesses, that evidence, it couldn't have been an imposter. Nobody else can shoot a web as I do or climb sheer walls the way I can with my spider power. There's only one other answer, but it's too awful to think about. Am I becoming a split personality, like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde? Perhaps I did it in my sleep without knowing.
Minutes later, in the warm hush of the kitchen, New York's noise fades away. But inside the Parker apartment, the tension still hums beneath the fluorescent light.
Peter, dear, you don't seem to be yourself. Is anything wrong?
Gosh, sorry, Aunt May, that's the second dish I've dropped today.
You're not worried because our savings account is almost gone, and it's getting harder to pay the mortgage each month, are you? We'll make out somehow, dear.
I know, Aunt May, maybe I've been studying too hard. I'll just try to get some sleep.
But as Peter climbs the stairs, guilt shadows every step. Aunt May watches him go, worried in a way she can barely put into words. In his room, Peter lies awake, terrified of what his own mind might do. He never thought this would happen to him. At last, sleep takes him, and morning brings no relief. A newspaper headline slams into the day like a warning siren.
Oh no, what's happening to me? Am I losing my mind? Maybe I'm going mad, doing things I can't remember the next morning.
There's only one thing left to do. One desperate answer in a city that never stops demanding proof. A short time later, in a psychiatrist's office, Peter faces the doctor with a secret too strange to say aloud. The questions he asks could expose everything.
Don't be alarmed, Doc. I just want to know one thing. Can a person do something in his sleep that he'd never do awake?
Spider-Man, if I can make a patient out of him, I'll make medical history. Come down from that wall and lie down on the couch. Don't be nervous.
Okay, Doc, but no tricks here.
New York hums beyond the office walls, but inside the doctor's room, the air is too quiet, too careful. One wrong word could change everything.
I appreciate this, Doctor. If you can help me,
Panic flashes through Peter's mind. If he relaxes and speaks freely, his secret identity could spill out into the open.
Oh no, what a mistake. I almost made it. Sorry, Doc, I've changed my mind.
Wait, come back. You're the kind of patient every psychiatrist dreams of.
A short time later, at the Daily Bugle, Peter looks crushed beneath the weight of bad luck and broken hopes.
Peter, what's wrong? You look so dejected.
Nothing, Batty. I'm okay. Lay off, will ya? I'm in no mood to be preached to.
Then Peter steps into Jonah Jameson's private office, where the editor is practically glowing with victory.
Look at these letters, these telegrams. The public finally says I was right about Spider-Man. What a triumph.
I'm glad you're in a good mood, Mr. Jameson. I, need a loan.
My rule, Parker, I don't lend money. I'm busy now. You know where the door is.
But I'm not asking for much. Just a little till I get some pictures for you.
Rejected again, Peter stands at the edge of desperation, with rent looming and time running out. In a city this ruthless, even a hero can feel trapped. New York at night hums with danger and neon as Peter Parker stands on the edge of another bad decision. The city's shadows seem to lean in, listening.
Don't try to take advantage of me because I'm so soft-hearted. The answer is no, unless you want to sell me the secret of how you take those great crime photos of yours.
No dice, thanks for nothing, Mr. Jameson.
Alone again, Peter turns away, the weight of Aunt May's mortgage pressing harder than the city's grit. He knows he shouldn't be out there, but he needs those newspaper photos.
I shouldn't be doing this while the whole city is hunting for Spider-Man. But if I can catch some news shots, maybe I can get the money in time.
Then there it is, a chance, a flash of opportunity in the rushing streets below. If he's lucky, he may spot a crime in progress while he swings through town.
Look at Spider-Man.
The cry spreads through the crowd like wildfire, and suddenly the whole city is chasing him. Peter's heart sinks as he realizes the truth is even worse than he feared.
It's worse than I thought. The public hates me now, and the terrible thing about it is, I don't know if they're right.
The next day in New York, the streets buzz with morning noise as Peter heads for high school, already buried under a mountain of worry.
I don't know what to worry about first, paying the mortgage or wondering if I'm a sleepwalking criminal.
Peter, wait for me. I've been wanting to show you my new hairdo. Do you like it?
Sure, Liz, it's real nice. Of all times to have to talk about a gal's hair.
And then, with maddening timing, Liz keeps circling closer while Peter wrestles with a crush he can barely understand.
Wow, is that question the understatement of the year? No, everything's great, Liz. If it gets any better, I'll shoot myself.
Oh, Peter, I always knew you had a great sense of humor.
A few yards away, trouble brews in the schoolyard, and Flash Thompson is still arguing Spider-Man's innocence.
Quick kid and Flash, you don't really think Spider-Man is innocent, do ya? You're darn right I do, let me tell you. Gosh, Liz, I almost didn't recognize you. You're beautiful now.
Really, Mr. Thompson? And what was I before, pray tell?
Meanwhile, in Jonah Jameson's office, a stranger in a wild costume has arrived to make an outrageous claim.
What did you call this meeting for, J? Some nut sent me a note saying he could get rid of Spider-Man single-handed. I told him to come up here and prove it.
I am Mysterio.
Jameson stares in disbelief as the bizarre new menace fills the room, cruder, stranger, and somehow more theatrical than even Spider-Man's worst nightmares. New York at night glows beneath hard streetlights and deeper shadows, as Mysterio's eerie mask fills the frame with sinister calm.
There is a reason for my disguise. If the underworld ever learns of my powers, they may threaten my family.
Powers? What powers? How do we know it's not tricks? You could be Spider-Man himself under that fishbowl.
You will learn soon enough that I mean what I say. Mysterio does not lie. I must go now. If you wish to end the menace of Spider-Man, follow the instructions in this envelope.
Smoke swallows him whole, and the room erupts in confusion as the mysterious figure vanishes into thin air. The note he leaves behind carries a challenge that could shake all of Manhattan.
Where'd that smoke come from? He's disappeared. He's gone. What kind of a person was he? Hey JJ, print it. If Spider-Man wants the truth, Mysterio says meet him atop the Brooklyn Bridge.
That's right, JJ. If Spider-Man can be beaten, maybe Mysterio is the one to do it. Run the notice.
The next day in New York, the city hums with rumors and trouble as a notice in the Bugle catches every eye. Somewhere near the Brooklyn Bridge, a strange meeting is about to change everything.
Did you see that notice in the Bugle today? I wonder who Mysterio is.
I don't know, but anyone with such a corny name must be a phony.
For Spider-Man, this could be the break he's been chasing, the answer behind the Spider-Man crime wave. He moves in fast, but with caution, every sense on edge.
I hope the whole thing isn't just a gag, but I can't afford not to check it out. I've got to move cautiously in case it's a trap, but how can it be? There's no one in sight.
Then, out of nowhere, a figure materializes like a nightmare stepped from a magician's trick. The bridge, the fog, the skyline, all of it suddenly feels like a stage.
I am Mysterio. I am the one who will, single-handedly, destroy Spider-Man.
It wasn't a gag, but if that costumed clown thinks I'm a sitting duck, he's got another thing common.
You overconfident fool. My power is greater than yours.
See how easily I can avoid your attack while springing behind you and launching one of my own. Oh.
New York at night crackles with danger, and high above the city, Spider-Man staggers, but somehow keeps his feet.
What's wrong, Mysterio? I don't hear you bragging now.
Did you think you could beat Mysterio with one measly blow?
Spider-Man checks his swing, holding back to take him alive, but the villain slips away before the next hit lands.
That's what I get for pulling my punch because I want to take him alive. Well, if a wallop can't beat you, let's see what a web can do.
I told you my power was greater. Now watch me prove it.
I don't get it. At one gesture, he's stopping my web in midair. The web is dissolving, vaporizing.
A mist hangs between them like invisible poison, swallowing Spider-Man's attack and leaving the rooftop battle hanging by a thread.
Too bad, Spider-Man. Your puny little bag of tricks is almost exhausted, but there is no limit to my powers.
New York at night, smoke coils through the shadows as Spider-Man stalks his prey through a choking cloud.
That's his first big mistake. He can't hide forever. My spider sense should lead me straight to him.
But inside the thick, billowing mist, something feels wrong. For the first time, his danger sense goes silent.
This never happened before. My spider sense isn't working. It's like something's jamming it. Can't see him, can't sense him. But I won't quit. I'll swing wild, maybe I'll get lucky. No good. He's got me blind, but he can still see me.
The trap tightens as Spider-Man takes blow after blow, pinned in the murk like a helpless target.
He planned every detail of this fight, even a way to jam my spider sense, and Mysterio's power may be every bit as great as my own.
New York at night, mist swallowing the riverfront as Spider-Man faces a deadly choice high above the water.
The longer I stay here, the more punishment I'll take. Only one thing to do, and this is it.
Spider-Man hits the water below, and through the billowing mist, Mysterio appears once more, smug, theatrical, and certain of victory.
I've won. If Spider-Man couldn't defeat me, then nobody can. Now Mysterio is supreme.
Moments later, police helicopters thunder overhead, searchlights slicing through the fog as the city moves to secure the scene.
Spider-Man has been defeated by Mysterio. We are proceeding with Operation Pickup.
Phew, what a drop. Uh-oh, police whirlybirds. If I don't move fast, I'll be caught.
With a flash of quick thinking, Spider-Man fashions an airtight web helmet, vanishing into the dark water before emerging toward safety and toward the next mystery. The next day, New York erupts into spectacle as crowds line Fifth Avenue, bathed in bright daylight and roaring excitement. At the center of it all, a gleaming motorcade rolls past with a costumed hero waving to his adoring fans. Among the teenagers watching the parade, the debate is already heating up. Even here, in the middle of the cheering crowd, Spider-Man still has his defenders. A short time later, inside the office of J. Jonah Jameson, the air crackles with ego and hype. The loudest man in New York is already selling the next headline. New York holds its breath inside the cramped office while Parker works in silence. Hidden in his left hand is a tiny electronic spider pin, small enough to vanish, dangerous enough to change everything.
Now, while nobody's looking, I'll just slip my little spider device into the folds of Mysterio's cloak, like this.
The pin disappears into the fabric, and Peter's eyes sharpen with determination. Mysterio has secrets, and Spider-Man is going to drag them into the light.
There's more to Mysterio than meets the eyes, and I'm gonna find out what it is.
As Peter heads for the door, the mood in the office shifts. Betty watches him go, and Jameson immediately starts reading too much into it.
I'm glad to see you smiling again, Peter. Are you celebrating Spider-Man's defeat too?
In fact, I'm not so sure Spider-Man has been defeated. Well, I have to rush now. See you later.
Peter's sudden hurry leaves Betty unsettled, and Jameson narrows his eyes behind the office door. Meanwhile, the real danger is already moving in the shadows.
He's never been so anxious to leave me before. Could he have met another girl? Oh, stop it, Betty Brant. You're becoming jealous.
I shall leave you now, Jameson, in my own manner. Farewell till next time.
He's gone, for heaven's sake. JJJ, how does he do it? Who cares? The important thing is that I've finally found someone who can beat Spider-Man. I feel like celebrating.
High above the street, a dark figure waits on a rooftop, feeling the signal awaken. The trap is set, but whether it catches Mysterio or Spider-Man is anyone's guess.
My spying device is beginning to register now. Not exactly, Betty, you're not sure, but...
Within minutes, a piercing spider signal flashes over New York at night, cutting through the neon haze outside a TV movie studio.
Mysterio, hold it. We've got unfinished business.
Spider-Man, you didn't think I'd let you choose the time and place for our next fight, did you?
Bah, it doesn't matter where we battle. I can beat you here as I did on the bridge before.
All I need is my concealing mist, and you'll be unable to see me. It dulls your spider sense, too, leaving you helpless before my blows.
Do I make myself clear, Spider-Man, or do you want still more proof? I can do this all day. Okay, I get the message. I can't cope with your bag of tricks. But admit one thing, it was you who committed those crimes, disguised as me, wasn't it?
Of course, only I have the genius to imitate, in fact, to improve upon your own powers. I was a movie stunt man, then a special effects man for TV movies. I designed costumes, props, all kinds of illusions, and then I got the idea of imitating you.
New York at night hums with danger as a rooftop showdown erupts above the city. The masked Spider-Man faces a foe who has studied every move he makes.
I spent many long weeks studying all your powers, everything known about you. I was sure I could duplicate your feats. Whatever Spider-Man does naturally, I'll find a way to do artificially.
Across the metal and brick skyline, impossible gadgets glitter in the dark. Web lines, suction boots, and a masked lie begin to take shape.
Using all the skill I acquired designing movie props, I made a gun that fires a nylon cord like your web. I designed shoes and gloves with special suction cups, enabling me to cling to walls. My plan was perfect. I could commit any crime and you'd get the blame. Then I had a greater idea. I'd become Mysterio and battle you for glory. My helmet lets me see out while no one can see in. My treated acid dissolves your webbing, and my smoke boots and magnetic springs let me match your leaps. My name alone was built to inspire awe and fear.
A cloud of menace hangs between them as the villain's voice booms across the rooftop. But Spider-Man refuses to fall for the trap.
Don't count on it, Big Mouth. I've got to stick around long enough to give this tape recorder to the police and prove my innocence.
A miniature recorder, bah, it'll do you no good. I'll destroy it after I've defeated you.
And with that, the battle teeters on the edge of catastrophe. One wrong move, and Spider-Man's last chance to clear his name could vanish in a flash. In the half-light of New York, a deadly mist coils through the studio floor. Spider-Man springs backward, vanishing from the cloud with razor-fast reflexes.
Not this time, Mysterio. Remember one thing, your power is artificial, but mine is natural. I'll bet on my natural spider powers anytime.
He circles the room, pushing through the choking fog, every sense on high alert. He has to keep moving fast. One mistake and Mysterio keeps the advantage.
He's not here or here, but he's got to be nearby.
Spider-Man swings again, cutting through the haze in a desperate sweep, and then there he is. Mysterio skids across the floor and slams into the next studio set, crashing out of the fight and straight into chaos.
Okay, quiet on the set. Let's roll M. Wait, what's that? Get that guy out of here. He's in the wrong movie.
New York at night blazes beneath the lights, but the rooftop air is thick with smoke, menace, and bad intentions.
Gangway boys, I know I'm not a member of Actors Equity, but I don't have time to get a union card right now. I've got a little job to finish first. You won't escape me with that smoke cloud again. My web will fall over you like a net, trapping you.
Fool, I'm prepared for anything you can do. I'll simply dissolve your web with my chemical spray and...
Thanks, fella. I hoped you'd do that, to give me a chance to wallop you.
You forget I used to be a movie stunt man. I know how to roll with a punch so as not to be hurt.
But Mysterio is already moving again, spring boots flashing as the battle teeters on the edge of the rooftop.
No, you can't stop me, you can't. I've waited too long, planned too well. I can't be thwarted now.
New York at night crackles with tension as Spider-Man squares off against Mysterio. The city lights glint off masks and smoke, and one wrong move could send everything crashing down.
Rolling with the punch isn't gonna help you now, Mysterio. Didn't expect me to land upright, did you? Stunt man training pays off.
Nope, I'm overwhelmed. I don't see how little untalented me will ever defeat a genius like you.
Sarcasm won't help you now. I still know tricks you don't even suspect, like tossing an enemy over my back with one sudden move. And now that you're off balance aisle.
Where'd he go?
Spider-Man vanishes in a blink, springing up into the air as the fight turns in his favor. But Mysterio is already panicking, desperate to twist the crowd with lies.
You picked on the wrong guy when you tried to frame me, Mysterio. You should have found some easy victim, like the Human Torch, for instance.
Don't just stand there. Somebody help Mysterio. Spider-Man's turned bad.
So you help Mysterio. I'm getting out of here while I still can.
New York at night, the streets swallowed by smoke and menace as Spider-Man presses deeper into Mysterio's eerie cloud of mist. The city holds its breath for the final round.
The police? I'll call the police. Sure, go ahead, little fishbowl.
You haven't won yet, Spider-Man. I beat you once before, and I'll do it again.
Using your little smoke routine again, eh? I'll say one thing for you, Mysterio. You never learn.
In the choking haze, Spider-Man trusts the tingle in his spine more than his eyes. With a snap of steel strength, he targets the jammer.
Your concealing smoke screen won't help you while I can use my spider sense. And you can't stop me from using it if I smash your jammer, like this. And now I'll do you the best favor of all. I'll finish this off quickly, so you won't get too bored.
Then he remembers the camera hidden high above, webbed to safety like a priceless insurance policy. With one last plunge into the mist, Spider-Man dives to end Mysterio's trickery for good.
I mustn't forget my automatic camera. Nice and secure. That's money in the bank.
With my spider sense fully operational, slipping through the mist is a breeze. New York's neon glow disappears behind me as I vanish from the TV studio unseen. Then the fog lifts and the chaos is revealed. The night has swallowed the set whole and the aftermath is pure panic.
For the love of Pete, where'd they go? You nincompoop, the greatest action scene in history, and you didn't even get it on film.
But they weren't members of the cast.
Probably didn't even belong to the Union.
A few minutes later, the storm of panic has moved to police headquarters. There's a new headline forming in the shadows and it's about to explode.
I heard Mysterio was here. WH, what happened, Chief? It's incredible, Mr. Jameson. Spider-Man brought him in, and we have a full confession on tape from Mysterio himself. He's the criminal we've been seeking. Spider-Man is innocent. Our men are picking up all the stolen loot now, Chief, thanks to Spider-Man.
Jameson freezes as the truth lands like a thunderclap. After all his smug headlines, he's the one left exposed.
Spider-Man is innocent, and after all I wrote in my newspapers, I'll be a laughingstock again.
But the real surprise is still waiting in his office, where one ordinary detail is about to flip the whole day on its head.
Cancel all my appointments, Miss Brandt, and send down for a bottle of aspirin, a big bottle.
Yes, sir. Peter Parker was just in. He left some photos for you.
HMMPF, a lot of good photos can do me now. What are those? Fight scenes, Spider-Man and Mysterio.
Jameson's eyes widen as victory crashes in from nowhere. Those photos are perfect for the front page, and suddenly he's saved by the very hero he loves to hate.